festivalcircuit.com and the director of the Austin Comedy Film Festival. We've got a festival coming up in early November. Hope to see you there. We're going to show so many funny films and videos. You're going to see music videos, TV pilots, dark comedy, horror comedy, you name it. You're going to see it as long as it's making you laugh. That is the criteria for the judges. We're going to be showing films all day. One of those films that's going to be there is from director Lori Chandler. Hey, Lori, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm great. Your film has been nominated for Best Picture, which is awesome. And I'm going to let you tell us the synopsis because I am the guy who ruins the storyline all the time.
Oh
So,
no.
so please,
Um,
the Society for Paranormal Healing, lay it
mhm.
on us. What is it about?
All right. So it's a story about friendship and like the journey one goes on with one's best friend that maybe they've known for far too long. Um, and sort of the different politics that can come into play in a friendship. Especially between two women. Like I feel like sometimes it's girls can be sort of mean to each other and even though they love each other, it's like sometimes you got to fight it out with words. So they yeah, it's they I'm sorry, I'm totally spacing right now. It's they and then there's the paranormal stuff, their small business as sort of almost a framing device for the whole thing.
I hear you. It's sometimes it's hard to tell the synopsis of a story without giving. That's why I
Yeah,
let you do it. It's like a
it's yeah, because there's like not really like it's not like a this happens then this happens kind of thing. It's like insanity ensues. Like I don't
yeah. It's kind of like a bromance with ladies. It's like I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
It's
a galentine or something. But yeah, it is that and yeah, that's basically it. But this, you saying you were that you ruin the stories, and I guess I did too. Like reminds me of on Inside the Actors Studio many years ago. Liza Minnelli was on there, and she forgot the plot to Chicago, so she kind of just made it up.
oh.
And she was like, it's about a woman who kills her husband. It's phenomenal. And you're like, that's not what it's about. Like, that's not what happens.
Well,
Yeah.
that could have been like 3D checkers or something. Maybe she was just trying to like psych people out.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Oh, I feel like she's a master of psychological, just like mischief.
well, what is easier to talk about than trying to talk about the story without talking about the story would definitely be why. Why did you say,
Mhm.
okay, this is a piece of artwork that I'm going to spend my time, effort, and energy creating?
Yeah, yeah. So, I initially had the idea, and it was called Paranormal Action Team at the time, about 10 years ago. And I wrote it as sort of a pilot. I was trying to sort of get into the like more TV writing space at the time, which was, it was a great time for comedy. You had like your Parks and Rec and your New Girl and all of these things that were really just well written television. And so I wanted to sort of get in on that comedy boom at the time. But then, over the years, it just became very difficult. Oh, well, I mean, I have like so many ideas, but that was one, that really stuck with me throughout these different processes I've gone through. As is processes a word? Processes? Anyway.
it
Um,
is. It is.
Okay, great. That like I've gone through, in terms of my career, because like I've done, journalism and like copywriting and marketing and all these things, but at the end of the day, I've always wanted to make a film.
Hmm.
And so and I knew that was like my like mission in life was to like do make films, be a director. And like sometimes I would see this great work, and afterwards I'd be like, oh, I'm so sad because I know I can't make movies, and I don't know why I thought that I couldn't, but I
Hmm.
did. And so then my partner was like, hey, like what if you just did it anyway even though it's difficult? And I was like, I guess I could try that. I guess I could do it.
Wild.
It's you just need like one person to be like, "No, why not?" And so that either that day or within the next few days, I went home and wrote like the first draft of what became Society for Paranormal Healing. And then it was supposed to be a short, like shorter short than it is. And I just had to psych myself into it, being like, okay, this is just like writing sketches, because I'd written a lot of plays and lot of comedy sketches, but I hadn't written like a short film yet. Um, many failed features though, but I was trying to sort of like psych myself into it, and so I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna focus on just making this as minimalist as possible. And that was March of 2021. And
Mm,
then March of 2022 we shot the film, and it was a lot longer and bigger and more involved than I ever thought it would be. But I think you have to
yeah.
sort of do that sometimes, be like, oh, it's
Mhm.
not that big of a deal, the stakes are low, and then suddenly you're a best picture nominee at a festival, which is pretty cool.
It's a high honor. I mean, for Austin, we probably selected film wise, probably
Mhm.
top 27% or something like
Mhm.
that. Just to get nominated for best comedy film probably puts you in the best 1%. I'm not even smart enough to do the math to figure out what it takes to be best picture, but very, very high honor. The
Yeah.
judges were very impressed. Not a bad scorecard. They just liked it all. They just liked the whole package. And you make
Yay.
us look good at the festivals. I appreciate that. And
Well, thank you, and thank you to the judges. Like, I'm just very stoked to be a part of this, and it's like, I guess because like I'm the writer director, I get to be sort of the face of it when
mhm,
we're doing these things. But it's such a group effort, as obviously it's like there's so many people involved on every level, that were all amazing and all did such just like really hard work and beautiful work. And so I'm very proud of the cast and creative team and crew.
yeah, you're doing great on it. And speaking of crew, I'm gonna ask you
Yeah,
one follow-up question, but
yeah, please.
this time it's on the production itself.
Hmm.
On a
Hmm.
technical level, did you learn something? I feel like every film is film school, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
did you learn anything during this that you're going to kind of take as a lesson for your next production?
Yes. So yeah, this was like my first film to direct. I directed again like plays and sketches that I'd written, but quite different being, directing a film that has a budget and people that have that are SAG, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, what I learned, I mean, I could write books. Basically, that a lot of filmmaking is preparation and working as hard as you can in
Mhm,
preparation. Um, and then just trusting the people you hire to do their best work, and that's why you hired them.
mhm,
And then allowing for luck,
mm,
because we did as much prep as we could, especially because it was a 3-day shoot for a almost half an hour film with
mm,
10-hour days. So it was like we very much had to storyboard, and Justin Patricolo, who was the DP and editor and also a co-producer. We went around with his camera and lenses around the set and kind of tried to construct a ballet of how we were going to do all of this. And the shot list, it's like all of that stuff, and the production design. I mean, Laura Haas did the production design, and I had like this like mood board that was like, I want it to kind of look like this, and she interpreted it, and it was like amazing. So
mm.
I guess what I learned, yeah, is just like get people who are very excited about what you're doing and believe in the script and believe in the process and happen to be very good at what they do. And then yeah, just ride that wave, because a lot of very serendipitous things happened during pre-production and production, that I was just like,
Mm.
I guess, um Hitchcock himself is out there up like just like, "Oh, I'll throw her a bone today." I don't know why I assume he's like the Greek god of film, but
He's definitely a legend. People got to go back and look at some Hitchcock stuff, and then they realize how many people like copied him, and then they
oh
get
yeah, the
mad.
vertigo shot.
Oh yeah, Or people
Oh.
just get mad when they figure out, like, "Oh my god, everybody copied this off Hitchcock," you know?
Oh, yeah. No,
Um,
it's sort of like with 70s funk songs that now are sampled in all of the, like, hip hop songs, and you're like, I believe that was Grandmaster Funk. What is this?" You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
Casey and the Sunshine Band, I
yeah.
don't know what's going on here. That's just me because I am an old man. But but yeah, no, I mean Hitchcock is my favorite, one of my favorite directors, and Peter Bogdanovich and Hal Ashby and Wes Anderson all in that too.
Oh, yeah. What do you got planned for the future? What's next?
Yeah. So concurrently I am writing a animated pilot that I just well, I got the idea for it on the plane like yesterday and finished it or day before yesterday and I finished it yesterday. So I guess I write fast. I don't know. So that one's kind of just like a side thing to see if I can play with animation a little bit. My main thing right now is working on a feature. That is going to be pretty crazy to try to do because it's historical fiction and there's a lot of like protest scenes and things, but
Mhm.
I'm really excited about it. And I'm about 70 odd pages into the first draft. And it's it's one I'm really taking my time with to try to make it actually like as good as it possibly can be just on paper alone. Um, so I'm hoping that we can via this film and whatever endeavors happen with that we can find funding for the feature because it's really cute. It's a good time. It's not a comedy, which is weird because usually
Uh-oh.
I just write goofy things.
That's okay. So if you are, by any chance,
Hmm.
raising money or in crowdfunding phase or something like that,
Hmm.
let us know. We'll do a
Yeah,
follow-up interview and we'll try to, you know, get it out there for you, at least do the
that would
best
be
we can to,
awesome. Yeah.
anything to add to the crowdfunding page is always helpful. So
Oh yeah.
you're an alum now. So, once you're in the club, we
Ooh,
invite you on. So come on down.
yay.
Was there anything else you
That's awesome.
anything
Um,
else you want to add before we bounce here?
um, I guess just like thanks again to the judges and we're super excited for Austin and to have people come out and see the film. And if anybody listening wants to talk about film or comedy or Liza Minnelli, you can DM me on the IGs or the Twitters or whatever. So Kate Berlant liked my tweet yesterday, so I feel
Oh, wow.
doubly
Yeah.
famous now.
There you go. Well, we've got those both in the description, so I'm sure people will reach out.
Sweet,
I
sweet,
I
awesome.
appreciate your time today, Lori. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.